So I've seen several of you guys leaving comments asking if I've quit YouTube already, and guys, to be honest with you, I mean, I just wanted to spend some time with friends and family over Christmas and New Year's. I hope you did as well. You know who really spent a lot of time with their friends and family though? The entire development studio of Infinity Ward. Some of them, I'm sure, are traveling the world trying different cultures and food and everything, but there's one thing that's for sure, and that's that these people are not working on their game. In fact, I'm pretty sure since the launch, which was October 28th, I think they've been on vacation ever since, which really sucks because that makes my life a lot harder. You know, if they would just come out with something, right? Like, even if it sucks, just come out with something. At least, you know, some of the people in the community will be talking a little bit, but at the moment, there is nothing going on. And that's why today I wanted to ask the question, is this game dead? Or is it dying? Now, I know a bunch of people like to turn to the Steam numbers now that especially we have access to them, but in my opinion, it's not a really good representation of the player base itself because, well, I mean, really, what percentage of players use the Steam app for Call of Duty? The best way, in my opinion, to tell if a game is getting hype behind it or not is to look at Twitch at 3 p.m. in the morning when oh wait, I'm just kidding there obviously too, okay? I hate when people use Twitch numbers because it's so skewed. Like, they could be looking at 3 a.m., they could be looking at 3 p.m., you know, like, that's such BS, okay? Really, let's take a look at the hardcore numbers here, and what I like to use is Google Trends. The reason for that is because if a game is thriving and alive and doing well, people are probably going to search up a bunch of content about it, whether it's on Google, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Reddit, right? Like, when a game is doing well, you will know about it because people are excited and they want to talk about it. They want to share their experience with others. And so that's why I like Google Trends, just because I think it is really the most accurate representation. There's no influence, like, it doesn't take into account 3 p.m., 3 a.m., it doesn't matter, right? Like, it is just an overview of everything. So if we take a look here at the chart itself, you'll see I use 4 search terms here while deciding this graph, and that was Call of Duty, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Warzone, and MW2. And the thing here is, I mean, it's pretty obvious. All these charts look the same. They all look just like this. The real thing to take note of here is look at the spike before launch day, right? Like, people were hyped. People were really invested into Modern Warfare 2 and they were excited. They wanted to play this game. And once they got their hands on it, what happened? What happened was, like I mentioned earlier, Infinity Ward launched this game. They put a lot of time and effort into building Modern Warfare 2, and when they released it to the public, everyone's like, where's the content? Where is it? And they're like, well, it's coming in a month, don't worry about it. And so us as consumers are like, you know what, that's fine. Take your time, cook the food as long as it's good, you know, right? Like, we'll be eating a buffet here in a month. It's going to be amazing. And then the chefs just brought us like a little bit of crumbs on a plate, and we're like, what is this? Like, we don't even want to eat here anymore, right? Like, probably a horrible analogy, but you get what I'm saying. You know, man, like, back in the day, we used to get maps and we'd be excited, but nowadays, like, Infinity Ward puts out a tweet and we get excited and we read it, and this is just what it says. Although previously announced, Combat Record will not be launching with Season 1 due to the accuracy of the data. The only time we hear from these people is when it's bad news or something in the future is coming out, and then when it comes out, it's just trash, right? And I'm sorry, Mr. Joe Seacott, you know, I don't mean to be disrespectful here, but I think I speak for most of us when I say if you would just play your game for like 10-20 minutes a day, or maybe just invest like 5 hours a week, right? Like, really next to no time. I mean, especially considering, you know, it is kind of like your job to play this game, so I would suggest doing that if you wanted to bring the best available product to your consumers. But anyways, nonetheless, you know, if the devs themselves would just invest like a little bit of time, I think they could quickly tell, you know, there's not much to do in this game, and when you're playing the game itself, there's some things that are just extremely broken, not fun to use, not fun to play against. Like, I've been saying this since day one, this game has a huge amount of potential, and we're just nowhere even close to tapping into that potential, unfortunately, at least not for a very long time. And one last thing I wanted to show off here, because, you know, at first I was kind of making excuses. I'm like, I guess gaming's just dead right now, you know, maybe people are getting out for Christmas and the holidays and everything. But if we take a look at this chart here, right, so this time I included Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, and Warzone, all 3 of which you can see are very heavily declining at the moment, and there's one line that's breaking the trend. Although I haven't played Fortnite in years, they have done a phenomenal job keeping their audience, coming out with new things, being innovative, and if Call of Duty was half of that, they would probably be looking the same, but instead, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Other than Fortnite and Call of Duty, I'm not really sure what other video games are out there or ones that are possibly doing pretty good numbers at the moment. I'm sure there are some, so this at least proves to me that the entire gaming market isn't just trending down. Anyways, to answer the main question of today's topic, is Call of Duty dead, especially Modern Warfare 2? I think the answer to that is no. It's definitely not dead, but it is dying, and it's dying very, very quick. And maybe you don't believe this, you can go look at the Steam numbers for yourself. I don't know how to look at them exactly, but I know some people have, and those numbers definitely support these numbers here as well. They both go together. Obviously, I don't want to throw any numbers out there without actually knowing them, but I do know it was like however many million were on the game of launch day, and now there's like less than a few 100,000 at peak hours. So yeah, not dead completely. I mean, there's still more players than Halo and Battlefield, maybe even combined. Who knows though, right? Anyways, guys, let me know your opinion down in the comment section below. With all that being said, that's it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you are new here, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. And have a great rest of your day. I hope you all enjoyed your holidays, and I will catch you all next time. Later.